YouTube, Just Stand Television, man. Saturday, February 17th, 2024, About to make a stop by Books A Million, About to get some work done, about to finish editing a video, a vlog of this punk rock concert that I recorded, this staying on course. I drove to and from Tallahassee today to pick up a gift, for my mother, and just staying the course. And as a testament to my video that I made yesterday, I live for my people, but most people, they live for themselves. I live for others, and most people live for themselves. And as a testament to that, you still do have to live for yourself though. You still have to put yourself first, so your energy can be at the capacity where you can bring that out to others, You have to take care of yourself first. My whole life I grew up very, very selfless. And as I grew up as a young boy, through adolescence, through, even up until post-graduation, I had to truly learn how to truly put myself first, I've always I always had an affinity, I always had a shared connection with doing for others as I would done unto myself, But a lot of that, it kind of had me feeling drained. It kind of had my heart feeling half empty, instead of half full, I felt like the weight and the responsibility that I would put on myself in trying to do service for other people, it was never truly reciprocated, appreciated, or valued. And from looking at my past experiences, past traumas and past heartbreak and hurt and pain that I've experienced, and a lot of it was self-inflicted as well, I didn't really know how to nurture myself. I didn't really understand that my problem was that I was I'm not gonna say that I was doing too much for other people, but I just wasn't watering my own garden, but I was making sure everybody else around me was green and healthy and had sunshine, flowers and roses. Meanwhile, I was molding, I didn't feel in the moment that I was molding, but from previewing my life in hindsight, I'm looking like I really wasn't that okay, In the moment, I would believe I felt valued, but as time progresses and you never really see any type of ROI, any type of return on your investment, you start to realize that maybe more so you start to feel like maybe I did do too much for others, maybe I did overextend myself, Where I'm at now, I understand that it's not that I did too much, it's just the people that I chose to give service to, they may not have had the capacity, the ability, or the emotional maturity to reciprocate that back from me. So as I'm expecting myself out of others, I used to be hurt because I wasn't receiving that back. And they say you shouldn't do that, but the expectations I would expect from others was basic human principles, like updating people if they say they're not going to do something after they told you they were going to do something, or just simple stuff like that. Or whether it's people having a change of heart and not updating you about it, instead of just acting differently, I would feel like I would be on the back end of that. There are many times where I've done the same thing as well, but when it's done to you, it's like you feel all that pain, and the amount of times that I've done that compared to how people done to me is definitely unbalanced. I've definitely been undervalued way more than I feel like they're not undervalued others, to the point where I didn't feel like I deserved the treatment that I was getting. Where I'm at now, I understand that you deserve everything that happens to you, because based off your experience, based on what you've been through in life, had you known better, you would have did better. I believe that people truly do the best that they can do whenever they do it. If they chose to not live up to their full potential in that moment, they didn't have the capacity to make the decision and to make the choice. Life's all about choice. They didn't have the ability to make the choice to do the best possible thing for themselves. So ultimately, they just couldn't do it. You really can, but since you chose not to, at the end of the day, you didn't do it. So people always do what they want to do, right? So from going through all my experiences, I've definitely learned that I truly do have to put myself first, But I have to make sure that in providing for myself first, it's in a way that is selfless unto others. But if I truly in my spirit don't feel like something's right, need to be doing something, I'm not going to do it. It doesn't matter what sacrifice it is. Let's say I have a day off and I feel like chilling at the crib all day and just studying on my work. There's a friend who in Tallahassee who needs somebody to help him out with their car. Like, I'm the only option on earth, you know? I would do it. You know, it's not hard for me to switch my morality into doing something in service for others. You know, matter of fact, let me not say morality. It's not hard for me to escape my comfort zone in order for me to be of service for someone else, even though my mind was depicting on what I wanted to do. It's easy for me to put myself to the side for others. But if I knew that I didn't have the physical or the emotional ability or stability to do that service for others, then I just wouldn't do it. I have to tell somebody, nah, man, you might get tired. God, nah, man. Like, you have to just be like, man, you got to hit somebody up, or I would help you in another way. I can guide someone else that's closer to direct you on your car problems in Tallahassee. But it's not going to be me, because at the end of the day, if I truly am not able, if I feel like I'm not able to do it, I'm just not going to do it, you know? And I feel like most people need to truly put themselves first and just angle themselves to where doing for you is also a service to others as well, but you should not feel bad about it. If you genuinely don't feel like giving somebody a ride if they ask you for it, if you really in your spirit don't feel like doing it, you're not a bad person if you don't do it, you know? But if you start lying and be like, oh, I would, but I gotta, and you lying, you know what I mean? Like, that's not good, that's not healthy. You need to tell the truth. You need to get used to telling the truth in your spirit and unto others as well. You have to take care of yourself first so you can live for others. You know what I mean? Most people, they put themselves first and they're living just for themselves. That's a double whammy, a double negative, a double deuce. You know, you don't want to do that. You know, you have to be the person that your best option for yourself is also in service to others when it's available, you know? And you should not feel bad if you choose yourself first. I feel like most people, like, they're selfish, but I feel like a lot of people in the same breath are not selfish enough. A lot of people, they just give themselves up to other people. Like, in my past, I was very forgiving, but I still had like a border. I still had a line that you can't cross. Some people, they just let people walk all over them and step on them with the big boot, you know, and you don't want to be that person, you know. You have to truly put yourself first so you can live in your spiritual and your truth. And by doing that, the best decision for yourself, aligning your spirit in God's sense, in the word of Jesus Christ, because only good is going to come out of that, you know. Aligning yourself that way will be of service unto others, because that energy will motivate others to live accordingly. A lot of people will feel intimidated by that because they may not be used to that, especially coming from you, someone who they're familiar with, who they haven't sensed that for. But once you make that change, people will never forget the way you made them feel. People may forget what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. You have to put yourself first so you can learn how to live for others instead of just putting yourself first and living for yourself. It's true. It's true. You know, I'm 25 years old. It took me some time to truly grasp that concept. You know, a lot of times most of my life I didn't understand, and that was a lesson that I had to learn, you know. I kind of just thought I had to meet the right people that would reciprocate my energy. But even though I was still loving and carefree and giving unto others, there were still things that I had to fix. I never felt like I was perfect, but in the alignment of me servicing others, I still had to learn how to govern myself in a way to where I won't feel so hurt if it's not reciprocated. Now, so if I do something for somebody else, I'm not expecting anything back. I'm doing it for the greater good of me just doing that. I did my job, you know. If I give you a present, you don't even, I'm at the point where like, I'm gonna recognize if someone didn't appreciate it or say thank you, but who am I to expect you to appreciate it? You know what I mean? If I gave you something, I did my job. Anything that comes after that is none of my business. If someone a nomad, a homeless person asks me for money, and then I give them money, and now I'm mad because he want to go buy drugs, that's none of my business. You know, that's none of my business, you know. So you have to give without any expectation for what you may receive from that, no matter what. Because as long as you gave, you know, you will be blessed from that. You know, Jesus, the embodiment of Christ, the embodiment of God, you'll be blessed for that, you know. So throughout my life, I truly had to learn how to live and put myself first so I can have the emotional stability and the capabilities and the capacity so I can live for others as well. And by living for others, it's going to spread out into people they meet as well. Because like I said, people may forget the words you say, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. I feel like people need to truly, truly, truly learn how to live for themselves and put themselves first, so you can have the ability to live for others. It's a multi-step process, And this is just a build-up. This is a backpack of my message from yesterday. And whoever comes across this video, God bless you. Just stay intelligent.